Michael, you've talked before about how your company's general ledger and streamlining it really helped you get your ideal asking price when you were selling your company. But how did streamlining your general ledger help you get your ideal multiple?
That's such a great question, especially in a particular case like mine. I started my business at such a young age, and I learned everything out of a book. You know, QuickBooks for Dummies, for instance, right? And so when I started QuickBooks to run my business, we used to wait for a little bubble to pop up and say, "This is what you use. That's the general ledger you need to do." And so, not knowing the right way of setting up our QuickBooks, what ended up happening 26 years later is that we had a big mess of data. We had, at least 20 different general ledgers in the revenue side, probably even more on the expense side. And what that amounted to is just data that just simply didn't make sense. We didn't know our true profitability. We didn't know our true gross margin because we weren't putting the right information in the right buckets. So what we needed to do is truly pare down all the general ledgers, just really streamline what we did, understand how we're going to market, what is our core business. And from 20 plus general ledgers, we ended up down to 5 revenue, 5 expenses that really mimicked the revenue. What happened is we finally start to understand our true margins and our true profitabilities, our true errors. We found mistakes immediately where we were able to fix it. A bit of vulnerability on my side is that without gaining a net new client after I cleaned up my general ledgers, we found close to $40,000 of additional profits.
$40,000
in 1 month.
Wow.
And it was all by mistakes we were doing, operational mistakes we were doing within the business.
Okay, so I can see how streamlining your general ledger makes a lot of sense business-wise. Why was it important when you're preparing to sell your business?
Well, let's just take the $40,000. I just showed that the business was $500,000 a year more profitable than it was 3 months ago without gaining a net new client.